Hello, my good friends out there. I welcome you this hour to my page, Marriage and Divorce. My name is Dr. Hilary Nwaichefu. Our page is where we discuss issues of marriage, issues of divorce, and issues affecting the child. I'm your anchorman, I'm your friend, I'm your legal advisor and counselor this hour. So listen to me and get relevant information that will be of help to you. Yes, I'm making this video in response to questions I've received from people. Several people have asked me, counselor, lawyer, I am married in Nigeria. Will my marriage be recognized by the US Embassy or the UK Embassy for purpose of my traveling with my spouse? Some even ask me if they get to US or get to UK, will their marriage conducted in Nigeria be recognized? Wow. Well, I want to answer that question this hour and simplify things. Now, if you want to marry in Nigeria and your marriage to be recognized in UK, you have to make sure that the marriage you are entering into complies with the laid down procedure for a valid marriage in Nigeria. Yes, if you want to marry under the traditional marriage or customary marriage, it is recognized by Nigerian government, by Nigerian law, but make sure that your marriage, that traditional marriage, complies with the laid down procedure for a valid customary marriage in Nigeria. Once it complies with the procedure for conducting whether customary marriage or statutory marriage in Nigeria, courts in England and Wales will recognize it as a valid marriage because it complies with the law, marriage law of the country from where the couples contracted the marriage. You get the point now? Similarly, if you did a marriage in Nigeria or you conducted a marriage in South Africa or you conducted marriage in Botswana, in Namibia, in Kenya, Zimbabwe, under the native law and custom or statutory marriage, once your marriage complies with the requirement for a valid marriage in your country, then the embassy will recognize it for purpose of marital couples. Do you get the point now? So you must show evidence that the marriage you are trying to present or the certificate you are trying to present complies with the local laws, that is the laws applicable in your own country for a valid marriage. So if your traditional marriage has to be valid, then you know the requirement. It must have parental consent. You must pay a dowry and show evidence that you are actually married. So once it complies with it, yes, you can do your affidavit and declaration and a change of ownership, and the embassy will know that you are married validly in your own country, so they will recognize it in their own country. But there's a point I want to let you know. If you also married in the US or you are married in the UK or Canada and you follow their own laid down procedure in getting married in their own jurisdiction, in their own country, then Nigerian government or your home government will also recognize such marriage as valid because it complied with the requirement for marriage where you are coming from, the country where you are coming from. It is as simple as that. It's an international law thing. It's a conflict of private international law rules. Do you understand now? So, in other words, now, but many of these countries don't recognize polygamous marriage. Make sure you are not presenting a polygamous marriage then. If you are presenting a polygamous marriage, they won't recognize it because in their jurisdiction they don't recognize polygamous marriage. So if you engage in polygamous marriage and you now go to a US court or UK court to seek a divorce, the court may decline, may refuse to entertain it, may refuse jurisdiction because they don't recognize polygamous marriage. So make sure your marriage is between you and your wife only. It's not between you and two women. It's between you and your wife only. Then it will be recognized because it's also recognized from the country where you are coming from. Do you get the point now? Yes, as a follow up to this, I want you to also know that there is no fixed rule for getting married, a valid marriage. It all depends on the country where you are coming from. Every country has its own rules, requirements for a valid marriage. So, an American government or a UK government cannot dictate to another country the marriage procedure they must adopt. Every country has its own legal system. So once your own country, once you comply with the marriage requirement of your country and it's valid in your country, then the foreign government, foreign countries will recognize your marriage, recognize you as validly married in their country. I hope I've made the point clear now. Those who are confused, they've understood it now. So, if you have benefited from this video, follow my page, Marriage and Divorce, and follow me on YouTube, Hillary on Marriage and Divorce, and follow me also on my TikTok page. Yeah, you can drop a message for further question and I will respond to you. You can also drop a message on my WhatsApp number or email address. I will reply you free of charge. I'm here to get people enlightened on their rights. So that is what the point I want to make now. So you're welcome once again. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. God bless you. Bye bye.